So hello everyone, welcome to Spentarn learning platform, and this is the third video of the playlist career in VLSI. So as we are going through to the digital electronics, which is very much important not only for the front end people but also for the back end, as well as if someone is preparing for the gate, and as well as apart from that if one is preparing for his or her university exams. So this digital electronics is very much important. So today's topic is logic gates. So logic gates is somehow a kind of building block, or we can say the base for our digital electronics, because everything which you will design, whether it is flip flop, whether it is subtractor adder, everything will involve the logic gate. So the knowledge of logic gate is compulsory, or we can say necessary or mandatory to go ahead in the career in VLSI. Right. So let's go. So I'm your instructor Puneet Vasist and the founder of Spentarn Doctorate and Tuition Front. Apart from that, I have served VLSI Club as a president. So let's go. So first question is, what is logic gate? Because if you are giving an interview, if an interviewer will ask you that what is logic gate, so the simpler answer that you can give is that logic gate is something that performs a logical operation on one or more binary input so that it will produce a single binary output, right? So the logic gates are the building blocks of digital circuits and are used in most electronic devices, which includes your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, and your memory devices like you are using pen drive or something like this. Because there we are using to store the memory, mainly we use the flip flops or counters we will be using. So everywhere there is a consideration for the logic gates. So the logic gates are as follows. First one is NOT gate, which converts 0 to 1 and 1 to 0. NOT gate is also known as inverter. We will discuss it in further, right? AND gate is something in which if we have both the input as 1 1 or all the output as 1 1, then only we will be getting the 0. Oh, sorry, 1. Else we will be getting only 0. In the OR gate, if we have any of the single input as 1, then definitely the output would be 1. In the NAND gate, it is opposite to the AND gate, and in the NOR, it is opposite to the OR. XOR and XNOR is very much important, which we will be discussing in our notebook, right? XNOR gate, it is opposite to the XOR gate, right? So let's go. The first gate is our NOT gate. So the basic definition is here that it gives a negative mathematical output. Why negative? Because if I am giving 1 and 0, suppose I am giving 1, the output would be 0. If I am giving 0, then the output would be 1. That means it is somehow giving the negative output. Whether I am giving 1, it is giving me 0. If I am giving 0, it is giving me 1. That means it is acting like an inverter as well, right? So the basic diagram you can see here, which is this one, a triangular shape. After that we have a ball like structure ahead of it. So in A is our input and output is shown there, right? Now the truth table of it will be like this. If we are giving A as 1, output would be 0, and if we are giving A as 0, then output would be 1, right? So let's go ahead. Now another gate is AND gate. So AND gate is something in which we give the two or more input and the output we will get is single only. How it will work? The output of an AND gate is true only when all the inputs are true. You can understand it like for learning purposes, you can just assume if I am giving 1 0, that means AND gate is something which acts like a multiplication of the two digits, right? Not actually, but we can assume it, right? So 1 multiplied 0 would be 0. If I am multiplying 1 or 0 multiplied by 1, which is again 0, right? If I am giving 1 1, that means 1 multiply 1 would give me 1. If both the inputs are 1 1, then it will give me the 1, right? So let's take a view of the diagram. A and B we are giving and output we are getting. Then truth table is like this. If I am giving 0 0, 0 multiply 0 0, 0 multiply 1 1, 1 multiply 0 0, 1 multiply 1 1, right? So now move ahead with OR gate. So OR gate, definition of OR gate is similar to the AND gate, but just the difference is that in OR gate, the output would be true only when any of the input is true. OR gate is something acting like a plus in the mathematical operation, right? So we are giving A and B and we are getting out. So 0 0 0 plus 0 would be 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 1, 1 1. Here not it is 2. It will not become 2 because we are just uh, learning the things in the binary here, and binary includes only 0 and 1, so the 1 plus 1 would be 1 only. So remember this thing. We will learning these logical operations as well in the Boolean algebra in the next video, but in this video just remember we are just considering only the logic gates, and where we will be discussing about binary only. Now the big question asked in interviews generally, that is, what is universal gates? So universal gate is a like digital logic gate that can implement any boolean function without needing any other type of gate. What that mean? That mean is, suppose if I am giving first of all let's discuss about the NAND and NOR gate. So these are its two type. So now if you are given the question that design a AND gate using the NAND gate, is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Why? Because the universal gate is something which can design any of the gate, whether it is not, whether it is AND gate, whether it is OR gate, whether it is XOR gate, whether it is XNOR gate. So these two gates will be sufficient only, and not only these two, any one of these two. If you want to design a NOR gate using NAND gate, it can be possible also, right? If you want to design a NAND gate using NOR gate, it would be also possible. So universal gate is a kind of gate which can design any of the gate, right? Now, what is NAND gate? It is actually a universal gate. This one is the first line that you have to always say in an interview, that it is a universal gate and has two or more input and a single output. All the gates are giving me a single output, so this line would be same. Now, the output of a NAND gate is complement to AND gate. If I am just adding n ahead of the AND, that would be a NAND gate, right? So that means this is our AND gate, and I am putting here this bubble that would make it as NAND gate. So if I am giving A and B, so my output would be A into B to the bar, the complement, right? You can see here the truth table. A and B I am giving 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. What I have seen in the AND gate is, whenever we are getting 1 1, then only the output was 1, as it was 0. But in this case you can see, if I am giving any of the input as 0 or 1 or 0 0, it would be 1. But wherever I will be getting 1 1, the output would be 0, because this NAND gate would be complement of AND gate. Just remember this thing. If you know AND gate, then just complement that or add an inverter to that gate. Similar, we will get the NAND gate. We can also draw it using the AND gate. AND plus NOT will give us NAND gate. Similarly, we have this NOR gate. If I am adding the NOT gate in front of OR gate, then it would become an OR gate. So it is the complement of the OR gate. This is its diagram. I am just designing this OR gate, and in front we have this bubble. This bubble is nothing but it is a inverter gate we are adding, right? A and B and output we are getting as a complement of OR gate. So A, B we are giving 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and the output would be 1 0 0 0 0, right? I hope it is clear to you. Now we will be moving ahead with the XOR gate and XNOR gate, which is very much important in digital electronics, because we will be discussing combination circuit. There we will discuss about adder. So Somehow we will use that XNOR gate properties also, right? So let's go. We will be discussing the XOR and XNOR in the notebook.
Here we are on the notebook. So we have already discussed about NOR gate. Now we are moving ahead with the XOR gate. So you can see the diagram of XOR gate. A and B we are giving as input, and we are getting A and plus and round circle and B. What is this? So when we will simplify this one, we will get A bar B plus AB bar. Right? Now you can see this truth table. If we are getting the 0 0 similar kind of input, we will be getting 0, as we will be getting 1 if we had different kind of input, right? So if you know the how to make the equation, you can just make this equation out of it. How? There we can see 1 1 we are getting, right? 1 means 1 would be represented as A, and if we are getting 0, then 0 can be represented as A bar, right? Remember this thing. So in this case, if I see I am getting 1 1 on these output, on this input only, so I will consider it as A bar B plus A into B bar, right? Okay. Now, why we call it as odd parity detector? See one thing. If I am having any kind of input, right, the total number of input, if it is odd, then I am getting the output as 1. See here, I am giving 1 as total number of input for the even number. 1 is 2 times, so I am getting 0. But in this case, the total number of 1 in the input is odd, which is 1 only, right? So I am getting 1 1. So it can be used as odd parity detector. Apart from that, what is mean by even parity generator? It means if in any of the case you can see the total number of 1 is even. See this case, the total number of 1 is 1 2. This is 2, which is even. Again in this case you can see 1 1, which is 2 times. So it is again our even parity generator. It can be used. Okay. Now another property what we will see here is the buffer and inverter. So buffer and inverter, what it mean? Buffer is somehow can be considered as like same, right? But inverter is something in which we can say that if I am giving A, it will give me A bar, right? It will invert the input. In buffer, I will be getting the same output. We will use this circuit in the upcoming combinational circuits. So remember these things. Now, why I am calling it as buffer? Because you can see here I am giving A, B, and this is our XOR gate. In this case, when my A is 0 0 and B is 0 1, in this case, if one of the input is 0, the output will be same as the another input, right? So I'm giving 0 0 as A and B is 0 1, so output is similar to the B. I can assume it A as like ground. I have grounded this one, so it will become 0 0. Now if I am giving anything, 1 1 if I will give, 1 1 I will be getting. So this is how I can say this can be used as a buffer circuit. Here it is the diagram of the buffer circuit. I am grounding this one. That means B is R0 now. And whatever A I will be giving 1, 0, it will be the same output which I will be getting, A only. So here the output is the output which I am getting is A only. So this is how it can be used as a buffer. Now in inverter case, how I can say that it is the XOR can be used as inverter? See here. If I am giving A, B as 0, 0, 0, 1, I have just discussed this one, that it can be used as buffer. But in this case, when I am giving 1, 0, 1, 1, in this case, A is our 1. That means it is getting the high voltage, right? And whatever the another input I am giving 0 and 1, it is getting complemented, right? Just forget this one. If I give B as 1 1, A will be getting, if I am giving 0 and 1 as for the A, output will get complemented, and the output what I will get is 1 and 0, right? So this is how I can say that this can be used as inverter as well. I am giving A as 1 1, that means it is connected to high voltage, and if whatever the another input I am giving 0 1, it is getting complemented, that means 0 is converted into 1 and 1 is getting complemented into 0. So if any one of input is 1, then another one input will get complemented in the output, right? So this is the circuit. I am just giving it as a high voltage, which is VCC, and this one is B, and the output will get is B bar, right? Now this one is like XOR gate. How XOR gate is different? See, XOR gate is something like if I just add on a NOT logic gate in front of XOR gate, it will become our XNOR gate. Why? You can see this circuit is somehow similar to our XOR gate, but the difference is this bubble. The bubble will represent the inverter gate, and similarly you can see there I was not having this kind of bar, but here I am having this bar. That means this bubble will get convert the XOR gate into the XNOR gate. So output will be A bar B bar plus AB. Okay, so this is our truth table as well. 0 0 I am giving, 0 1 I am giving, 1 0 I am giving, 1 1 I am giving. The difference is here in the equivalent circuit or the equality, I would be having 1. If my both the inputs are equal, then I will be getting 1, else I will be getting 0, right? So it can be used as comparator as well, because we can just compare these values as well. If these are different, I will be getting 0. If these are same, I will be getting 1. So I can compare them, right?
Now, what are the theorems we will be discussing here? First one is De Morgan's law. Second one is consensus theorem. Right? So, what is De Morgan's law? It will help us to just simplify our equation, Boolean equation. Right? I will let you know why it is important to simplify that, because it will reduce the complexity, and as well as if the complexity reduces, the size will get reduced, the speed will get enhanced, the area would be taken by a chip would be less, right? So this is the De Morgan's law. If I am just using this a into b to the whole bar, it can be solved as a bar plus b bar. We can write it down like this. Now if we are having a plus b to the whole bar, we can write it as a bar into b bar, right? There is no any hard and fast rule, just remember these things. If we are getting a into b to the whole bar, we will be just open it with the a bar plus b bar, and if we are getting a plus b to the whole bar, we will be just writing it as a bar into b bar. Right? Now, consensus theorem, this is something new for the students who are in university. Consensus theorem is something which in which we have x into y plus x bar z plus yz. Just remember this thing, what I'm going to tell you now. Suppose if you are given this kind of thing, that is this equation, right? Just forget about this output. Remember one thing, if you are getting this kind of equation, just find out the digit uh, in a particular, like x into y, x bar into z, and y into z. Just think that what is common in them. The common thing would be like x bar is somehow common, x bar and x. First of all, you will see that we have three variables here, x, y, and z. Now think for which we have given the complement. So we have given the complement for x, right, which is x bar. Now we are getting xy plus x bar z, and apart from that we are getting these two things. Let me take the pen out here. See, I'm getting x into y and x bar z. Now I got x and x bar in this equation, right? My first thing is getting fulfilled. Now what I will see is what are the kind of variables that it is multiplied with. So these are y and z. Let's check whether they are available in multiplication with them. So we will see them. So it is y into z, right? So your first thing would be you have to check whether any of the variable is having the complement in the equation or not. Yes, we got this complement. Then check the multiplication of those numbers, or like x are getting multiply x is getting multiplied with y, and similarly x bar is getting multiplied with z. So that means we can write uh, xy plus x bar z. We can just neglect out this one. Okay, yz is there. Y is getting multiplied with s, and z is getting multiplied with x bar. So that means we can neglect this one and write only these things. X and x bar we will just consider in this equation, right? Now in the another duality form, how we can just represent it, x plus y, we will see. What is duality theorem? First of all, let me tell you. Duality theorem is something, or duality form is something in which we convert this plus symbol into multiplication, and if we have the multiplication, then we will be converting it into the plus, and if we are giving the 1 anywhere in the equation, we will convert it into the 0, and if 0 is given, then we will convert it into the 1, right? Now here in this equation, x into y we are given. So in the dual form, what we will do is we will just convert it into the plus. The multiplication will get converted into the plus, so we have done this. Then plus is here, then plus will be converted into the multiplication. Similarly, in the whole equation we will do the same, and we will get this kind of output, right? So it is our SOP form, and this one, this below one is our POS form. I will let you know in the next video about these things. Please don't get confused. Leave all the stuff. Just remember the consensus theorem and the De Morgan's law, right? This is the very much important if we are going for the Boolean algebra, right? So thank you so much for joining us on the Spentarn learning platform, and if you have any kind of doubt, you can just comment it out in the comment section. Please do it, and please support us to grow, because we are going to do something in this field, right? We will be having the offline lectures as well, if you will support us. So thank you so much for joining us.